Plaintiff Gladys Ballesteros met the defendant when she was hired as a caretaker for the defendant's ailing father. Gladys claims the defendant acts like a big shot who manages celebrities and has connections to the Dodgers. But everything turned out to be a lie. Gladys is suing the defendant for a loan and emotional distress. Defendant Alberto Delgado says after Gladys started caring for his father, she became a stalker. Alberto claims the defendant would show up at his house unannounced and wait there for 3 hours until he came home. And then she tried to con him into sharing a bed.
Start with you.
Okay, Your Honor, Mr. Delgado comes across as a big shot, someone who knows celebrities and is a manager to famous people. He comes
Who
across.
does he manage?
He told me
Can't be that famous.
You don't
Go ahead, if you can't name him for me.
I can't.
Right.
He told me that he owned a liquor store and that he had connections. He told me that he had connections with performers. Turns out, Your Honor, that is not the case, Your Honor, because I hooked him up with my uncle's mariachi band, and he had told me that he could bring him, he had connections and he could bring him to the Dodger Stadium and have them sing there, which he did not do, Your Honor. And it turns out he didn't even pay them when he did hire them to perform the line.
I know Magic Johnson. I can get him hooked up at the Dodger Stadium. I'll hook him up.
Well, Mr.
Magic can make it happen. I don't know about him.
Well, he proved to be wrong and to lie.
All right. Go ahead, ma'am. So he was unable to hook your
Not with the
uncle
Dodger
up.
Stadium, like he said. And after talk,
He given it a bar, the local bar?
yeah, he connected him at a local restaurant.
She has nothing to do with the mariachi band.
So go ahead. What else?
Your Honor, I met Mr. Delgado. I'm a CNA. I care for his father. After he had a stroke, I was sent by my agency to care for his father, and through that, I met Mr. Delgado. I became very friendly and like a family to his mom and dad. In the transgression of our sharing conversations, he shared that he had a lot of debt, that he had a lot of bills to pay, that his cell phone was due, that his rent was due, and his car payment were due, and that he was hustling. He had no job at all.
Did you remind him of all the things he had told you?
Obviously, he forgot. No, I did not.
Okay, he forgot all the things he had alleged. Okay. And, sir, you want to give me some background?
Sure, absolutely, Your Honor. Well, dealing with her has been like being in the movie Misery, and she's Kathy Bates. Seriously, she's been nothing but stalking me. Like she mentioned, she's my dad's, or used to be my dad's caretaker. That's how I met her. She saw some postings on Facebook, and she would comment that she would go at my events. What she said, I don't know why she said Dodger Stadium. I go to Dodger Stadium, have nothing to do with the mariachi bands that I manage. I go there because I used to play baseball. So what she's saying has nothing to do with this case. The $600 she at one point gave me or lent me, she told me not to worry. She then started, she would show up at my house unexpectedly. She would end up in my driveway when I'm coming from doing my events. And she would be there waiting 3 hours and upset when I had nothing to do with her on that day. And then
why do you think she was doing that stuff?
And then at one time, the time I do allow her in my house, she has, she cooks and everything. I'm like, okay, I'll let her do that, no big deal. And then she claims to have a headache after a glass of wine. She wants to, sleep on my couch. So I have no choice but to let her. And then she wants to end up in my bed, which now I had to sleep at my lazy boy. And the following day, I'm trying to get out of there because I'm trying to get to my event, my meetings that I have to cancel 2 meetings. And that's why, I'm harassing her. She was harassing me.
All right. And go ahead, man. What are you suing him about?
I'm suing him for the loan. He came to me asking me, and I have text messages where he's telling me that he needs money to pay his rent, his bills, and if I could lend him some money, would you be able to help me? That's what he said, Your Honor. So I am kind, and I know his family, and he's told me he was gonna pay me within 2 to 3 weeks, that he had Warner Brothers royalties coming to him, that he had a 401k coming to him, and that he would pay me as soon as possible. Now, knowing his family, And trusting that he, trusting his word, Your Honor, I lent him that money. And I'm not rich. I work as a CNA.
When did he say he would repay you?
Yes, sir.
How long afterwards?
Within 3 weeks, because he told me.
All right. Go ahead, sir. What do you want to tell me about the loan?
The loan has nothing to do with what she mentioned.
No, it has everything to do with why you're here today.
Well, why-
That's her primary reason for suing you.
Right.
I don't know whether you know it or not.
Because of the fact that she was harassing me, because of the fact she was sending me storybook text messages, because of the fact of Facebook messages that she wanted to see me in person, have a serious conversation while I'm doing my work, visiting my accounts, my restaurant accounts, my selling, doing stuff that I have to do on the side.
Hold on, let's say you were doing what? Visiting your
Accounts.
Oh, and your restaurants?
I have accounts, restaurant accounts, yes.
Oh, okay.
She's been nothing but stalking me. She would show up at my house unexpectedly. She would end up in my driveway when I'm coming from doing my events. And she would be there waiting 3 hours and upset when I had nothing to do with her on that day.
Defendant Alberto Delgado says the plaintiff was hired to care for his ailing father, but she turned out to be a stalker.
Go ahead.
I have to do my visits, and by the time I get home, it's midnight. I leave at 10. I come back at midnight. She's over here waiting for me. What time are you gonna be home? I'm like, I don't know. I'm busy. I got to do my stuff. I show up. I drive a Corvette, so I'm trying to put it in my garage. There's a Lexus in my driveway. I'm like, who the heck is this? And it's her. And she's all upset, waiting 3 hours. That she has food in the car. That how come I'm not here? I told her I don't have time for this. What's your problem? She left. My uncle was with me, told me, you should give her some time. That's not right. I'm like, okay. I call her back to come back, and at that time she
Give her some time for what?
Well, she was generous with the food, so I said, okay, you can, come to my house.
Just drop the food off.
Let's all eat the food.
And
then,
drop the food off.
Right. So then she brought.
She
ice.
didn't come in. You didn't invite her in.
She came in.
Why?
I was just trying to be nice because she was waiting for me.
Okay. What about this loan?
So.
What about the loan?
The bottom line.
The loan. No, the bottom line is, do you owe her?
I had asked her to give me time.
Okay, so it means yes, you borrowed from her and you have not paid her. And you say you were being nice then, be nice today. Fair. Judgment for the plaintiff, $1,200.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thank you. I just hope that he does not stop, that he stops harassing people and lying to people and making them believe things that are not true. I don't hate him. I just wish him the best.
She's a stalker. She's crazy. So I'm just done. I'm just glad this is over with. That's all I have to say.
Plaintiff Lachelle Hutchinson says she dated the defendant's uncle for years, and she's known the defendant since she was a baby. Lachelle is suing because she claims the defendant took her car without permission and crashed it. Defendant Deshanae Kirksey claims Lachelle was married to her uncle for 30 years, and they were close until Lachelle started dating her new boyfriend, who's with Lachelle in court. Deshanae insists she had permission to use Lachelle's car, and she denies owing because Lachelle's boyfriend repaired the vehicle for free.
Start with you.
I've been knowing Deshanae since she was a baby. I've treated her like she was my own daughter. Me and my daughter would do things together. Deshanae was there with us. I was with her uncle and we broke up, and I ended up I moved out, basically taking my car, my daughter, my 2 grandkids, staying with a friend. We stayed in a 12 by 12 room at his house. All I had was my car and my job. I met Mr. Robbins.
That's your witness there?
Yes, my witness. So basically, if it wasn't for him, I don't know where I would be right now. He'd been a big help to me.
What year did you all come together, you and Mr. Robbins?
Oh, last year.
How long are you going to stay with him?
How long am I going to stay with him? We're going to be together. I mean, we're together.
How long?
The longest. How long as God have us together, I'll say it like that. Long as we're.
Don't put it on God. How long you want to be together? How long you want to be together?
Forever. I'll say forever. We'll be together
Why
forever.
you hesitate? Why it took you so long?
No, 'cause I'm a little nervous.
Well, I guess y'all can talk about that. I don't have to I'll talk about why it took you so long when you get home.
Yes.
I ain't saying my business. I'm
Okay.
stay out of it. Go ahead.
So by me leaving, I left Deja's uncle and moved in, in the room.
How
like
long
I
were you with
said.
him?
10 years.
10?
10.
So
Maybe
you got a
over,
good
a little
9,
over
Robin.
10
She
years.
got a good 9 left. Go ahead.
The morning in question of January the 3rd, I got a text from Deja stating that she was sorry, that.
Before we
She was
get
gonna-
there, let me allow her to give some background. Young lady.
Hi, my name is Dejanay Curtsy, and I'm her niece. Well, was her niece-in-law because she was married to my uncle for 30 years plus, and we was all close and everything until she started dating him. After her and my uncle broke up, and they was living. After they broke up, they ended up moving in with me and my boyfriend.
Nope, you weren't staying there then, Deja. They were talking. They weren't even together.
I'm 8
then.
months.
When I moved
so
in.
therefore, I don't
know what she's
They
talking
moved in with me and my boyfriend, her daughter, and her 2 kids. I was watching her kid, the grandkids, while they was going to work,
Lying.
like that. And her car was the only transportation that we was using. So yes,
Ma'am,
I
tell me
let
what
you
happened.
use my car?
yes, she let me.
Tell me what happened, man.
Wow.
I'm her niece. Well, was her niece-in-law because she was married to my uncle for 30 years plus, and we was all close and everything until she started dating him. After her and my uncle broke up.
Defendant Dejanay Kirksey says the plaintiff was married to her uncle, and they were close until the plaintiff started dating her new boyfriend, who's with her in court today.
Tell me what happened.
Oh, last year, the morning of January the 3rd, I was at Mr. Ray's Robin's house. I got a text from Deja stating that, Auntie, I am so sorry. I took your car and no, she never did say what she did. I'll take that back. She said, I'm so sorry. I'm going to pay you back. Keisha knows nothing about this. Keisha's my daughter. I left my car with her that night. So I called Deja and I couldn't get through. She wouldn't answer because I'm wondering now, what is she talking about? So I called my daughter. She couldn't go out to check on my car because that's all I know I had was my car that she could have been talking about. So Mr. Robbins and I went to the house. As we're going up the alley, I see parts of car parts just scattered, like going up the alley. Pull up to my car, my front end is just damaged. I mean, just smashed up. I goes upstairs, talk to my daughter. She knew nothing of it. I go to the police station. As soon as I arrived there, Deja's mom called my cell phone. I was talking with her on the phone. She begged me not to press charges, basically. She was gonna make Deja pay for the damages, don't worry about it. After that, I heard nothing from no one, the mom or Deja. A couple of weeks later, Deja and my daughter, they were still talking and, together. They ended up coming over to the house. Me and Deja, we sat down and we came to an agreement of $2,200 she was gonna pay me for my vehicle. And she was going to start making payments of $200.
We never said
$200 as of last year, January, she was going to start paying me.
Okay.
After that, I haven't seen or heard anything from Deja.
Okay, you tell me about the car. Young lady, tell me about the car.
Okay, so her car was the only transportation in the house. Let me remind you, they was living rent-free.
Whoa.
Did favors for me, I did favors for her. When I used her car, I went to the store and stuff like that, and as I was coming back, I ended up hitting a junk truck. And me and the man talked it out, and I was like, well, I got to get this car back because it's smoking. So I parked it in the back.
She's lying.
I parked it in the back of the house, and I called my best friend to come get me. Because I was like, I need to go to the hospital. She was the first person I texted because it was her car. And while she was calling me, I was in the hospital. And that's when I called my mama too, and my mama, she called her. We never sat down and talked about $2,200. The day I went over her house, me and her daughter was supposed to be going out.
So you never agreed to pay $2,200?
We talked about it, but he said he paid
you
for it all.
never agreed? Did you say, no, I'm not going to do that?
We agreed. I agreed.
Oh, well, you did talk about it, and you agreed to it.
But it was
so what's
through
the
the phone.
defense
She's
now?
saying that we sat down and talked about it, and we didn't.
Whether you stood up or you levitated in the air, you agreed. So what's your defense now?
He said that he had paid for it all, so it was done with.
You mean, no, that doesn't mean it's done with. He paid for it, and now they're waiting on their money from you. He got wedding bills coming up.
Do he?
He said forever. Now, she said forever. Didn't you say forever?
Yes.
Forever means ring.
No problem.
All right, he said
heart
no
hurts.
problem. Your heart hurt.
Yes. I don't believe you're actually up there lying like this.
You're going to get your money, so your heart doesn't have to hurt anymore. We done moved on from that, and we're talking about a ring. Now, you want the ring, or you want your heart to hurt over this little money?
I'd rather have the ring.
Right.
There you go. Judgment for the plaintiff. You agreed to repay. You did the damage to her car. Now, just because he stepped in to help his future wife doesn't mean that you don't have to pay his future wife. She needs that money. He gonna spend his on the ring, and she gonna put her part toward the wedding. Have a good day.
I love you. I still love you, but I ain't gonna have nothing else to do with you after today. We're
That's
done.
fine.
That's showing me how much love you have for me.
But you didn't have no love for me, and then you.
You stole my vehicle, Deja. You stole my vehicle. You knew what I was in a 12 by 12 room.
But you know I
me and the
can't. I
kids.
can't pay it back.
You said you was
You
gonna pay it.
told me you was getting money. You said you was getting money. You was gonna pay
You was gonna pay.
me.
You wasn't pregnant.
And
You
you
weren't
didn't.
pregnant then.
Plaintiff James Pinkin Jr. first dated the defendant in 1990, but their relationship didn't work out because she was looking for a husband. And since then, she's been married 8 times. James claims he and the defendant reconnected while he was in prison, and he moved in with her after he was released. But he's suing her today for an illegal eviction and emotional distress. Defendant Teresa Lewis Goldman says when she first dated James, he was in the streets, selling drugs and chasing women. Teresa claims while James was in prison, she supported him financially and emotionally, and she's countersuing him for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Your Honor, I met this lady back in 1990. My mother introduced me to her. We moved in. I moved in with her for a few months. I eventually
When?
moved in 1990.
You moved in with her in 90?
Yeah.
For how long?
Less than 6 months.
Okay.
So I moved out and I moved away. We had differences that we were going different directions. She was looking for a husband. I wasn't looking for a wife at the
You were
time.
looking for a place to stay?
No, I had a place to stay.
Oh.
I had a place to stay.
All right, go ahead. So you stayed with her about 6 months in the 90s, then you left.
2005, I was arrested and went to prison. I was in federal prison. 2010, I wrote her, and she told me that she was getting a divorce. And I'm like, again? She said she was getting a divorce from her 8th husband. 2005, I was arrested and went to prison. 2010, I wrote her, and she told me that she was getting a divorce. And I'm like, again? She said she was getting a divorce from her 8th husband.
Plaintiff James Pinkin Jr. is suing his ex-girlfriend, who he claims has been married 8 times.
Go ahead.
We started writing and corresponding. And basically, I appealed my conviction. Eventually, my conviction was vacated and I was granted immediate release. I had a brother that passed the same day. She played the piano for my father's funeral and my little brother's funeral. She's a musician. So there's a connection to the family. When I got out, I knew she had been seeing somebody else. So basically, I went to the VA.
She had been seeing 8 people.
I don't know. I was away, Your Honor.
Okay, you the one told me. You
Yeah.
said she was on her 8th husband. We do know that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Since
sir.
you were gone, she definitely saw 8 people because she had been married 8 times. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Boy.
basically, I went to the VA. I'm a veteran. So I went to the VA, and she was going through some things with her father. Her father just passed recently. So he was, kind of sick, so she said she needed some help. So and she had problems with her home, needed, help with her home. So
Okay, so before we get to the home issues, let me allow her to give some background, then you can
sure.
venture back into that. Ma'am?
Your Honor, James and I used to date 25 years ago. He was in the streets selling drugs and charming women and chasing women. I wrote him and I talked to him and I sent him money and supported him while he was in prison.
What years?
The whole time he was incarcerated.
Was that 05 to 16?
Yes.
And did you all begin a relationship while he was there? A romantic relationship of any sort?
While he was incarcerated?
Yes.
No.
Okay. So when he got home, tell me what happened from there.
He had no place to go, so I had opened up my home to him.
She says you were looking for a place to stay and she allowed you to come, but you give me the history on moving in with her.
Okay, first of all, Your Honor, we weren't corresponding from 2005 to 2016. I wrote her in December or November of 2010. She was going through a divorce then. Mm-hmm. That's the day that we started corresponding.
All right.
So that's a false statement.
So from 10 to 16, you all
Right,
did.
right. And in 2013, 2012, she told me she had met somebody, and don't call her, don't write her no more. So I stopped. Okay.
But the check still came?
No, nothing.
Okay.
No. Okay. I did have a place to stay, Your Honor. I got evidence here to show that I was living at a VA facility.
So how did you all come to live together, if you ever did?
I came by, and we spent the night together, and she said that she needed me. Okay, she wanted me and she needed me. So
what did you interpret her?
What did I interpret that as being?
Yes.
Like, come on in, you know what I'm saying? Come on,
Needed you romantically, intimately,
all of that.
or help, all of that?
All of that,
right.
all the above.
Okay.
All the above, Your Honor. So basically, Your Honor, this is what I did. I left this facility. The dates are here that I resided there, and the dates that I weren't there, I was at her place, okay?
Let's see it, please. And so you're showing me this to say what? Did you all have an agreement that you would move in, and did you indeed move in and live with her?
Yes, I did. I moved in, Your Honor, and about 3 weeks after I was there, a gentleman that she was sleeping with, one morning I'm sitting at the kitchen table, we're getting ready to go to church.
She needed him.
He's in the garage, got the security codes to the garage, got keys to the house, is in the garage, knocking on the kitchen door. She calls the cops on him. The cops come there. She put a restraining order out on him. I left the same night, went back to that facility. A few weeks later, I came back to Gary, because this is in Melrose Park. She tells me, she's crying, I need you, I'm sorry, this ain't gonna never happen again, blah, blah, blah. So I go back. That's on me.
Plaintiff James Pinkin Jr. is suing his ex-girlfriend, who he claims has been married 8 times.
Go ahead.
One day, I'm a part-time driver for Uber, but I'm a disabled vet. So I'm driving and working all day. And I asked her to pick my mail up from the post office box because I'm expecting some stuff from Uber and a bank card. She picks up the mail and takes it to her job. She couldn't take it home. It's a 4-minute round trip. She couldn't take it back to the house where I could pick it up when I got off work. Instead, she sends me a text message saying she's gonna be at the beauty shop. So I go to the beauty shop to get my mail, and she's upset. And I'm like, why, but why are you upset? You got my property. So basically, when I came in that night, she's got what they call sleep apnea or something. So I slept in the other bedroom, okay? I slept in the other bedroom. Then I get a text message the next morning saying the locks will be changed on the door in 2 days, okay? So I go on my daily routine. I was in an accident July 26th, rear-ended on the expressway. So I got physical therapy 8 times a week. So I got a lot of damage to my back. But basically, I come in after being out to therapy and working all day, and the locks are changed on the door. I got the garage remote control. So I open the garage, her car's in the garage. The door's locked. I call her over 50 times. She don't answer the phone. I know she's in there, her car's there. So I left, went and rented me a hotel. okay? I come back 2 days later, she ain't answering the phone. The door's locked. I can't get none of my property. I can't get my clothes, can't get my tools, can't get, anything. My phone
What did she
charger.
ultimately tell you the reason was?
She didn't. She never
You
answered
still
the phone.
haven't gotten your things? Let me hear from you, ma'am. Tell me what happened.
Your Honor, first of all, I wasn't his landlord, and he wasn't my tenant. We didn't really have an agreement, as I said to you.
Was he living with you?
Yes. He was living with me off and on. He was back and forth in between Gary and Chicago.
Did he have his clothes there?
Yes.
Was his mail coming in your area?
Yes.
Was he helping out with the bills?
No, sir.
Never helped with rent?
No, sir. He paid a NIPSCO one time in July, and
What's
that's
that,
it.
a bill?
Yes,
The,
one
utility?
bill. One bill out of 5 months.
Sir, do you consider yourself being a resident?
Your Honor, yes.
Why do you feel you were a resident? Did you pay? Did you say you would pay? Did you all have an agreement?
Here's a proof of residency.
There
right
you
here.
go. Let's see it.
There's all my mail coming there.
All right. Is the address you reside at on Hendrick Street?
Yes.
And you knew he had items coming there?
Yes.
He was living with you, ma'am. You didn't know that you can't lock a person out who's living with you?
No, I did not, but I did give him notice, and he did say he was leaving, and
Yeah,
he
but
did
the
not.
law, I'm sure, requires 30 days notice. He said he was leaving?
Yes, he
When?
said he was. That was about 6 weeks ago, 6 to 8 weeks ago.
6 weeks prior to that.
Right, before.
He told you he was leaving?
Yes.
Sir, did you tell her you were leaving?
She's lying, Your Honor.
Oh, so you intended to stay there how long?
I intended to stay there until I was able to leave. I wasn't able to leave. Okay, I had just started working for
Okay,
Uber.
where you live now?
I have my own place.
When did you get your own place?
August 12th. I'm sorry, August 12th. Before that,
And you evicted him, or you changed the locks when, ma'am?
The 11th,
All
August
right.
11th.
And sir, this lease began on the 12th of August, right?
yes, sir.
All right, so you had a place to stay the next day. I thought you said you had you were going to leave when you could. Well, you could that next day because you were able to get a lease. Like she said, you told her you were leaving, and indeed, you were leaving. You were leaving the next day. So what's the big deal?
Plaintiff James Pinkin Jr. is suing his ex-girlfriend, who he claims has been married 8 times.
Counterclaim for emotional distress.
Yes.
How does he owe you?
From all the things that he has taken me through, Your Honor.
Like what?
Coming to the beauty shop, stalking me, going to the nursing home, and
He was
popping
coming
up
for
on
his
my
mail. Was he coming there for his mail?
I guess so. I didn't know until he got there, Your Honor.
And he said, "Where's my mail?"
Yes.
Lord have mercy.
All right. You all still like each other or want each other, or you still need him?
No.
Y'all don't need each other? Because I want you all to go and do something other than be in here, because you're not making sense. The man said he was coming there to get his mail. You call it stalking. I say, well, was he just coming there to get his mail? Well, I didn't know until he got inside. Well, you knew. So why is it now stalking? You knew he was coming there to get his mail.
I didn't know he was coming to
But
the
once he
beauty
got
shop.
there, you knew. So how are you now suing him for stalking, now that you do know why he was coming? He wasn't coming there to stalk you. He was coming there to get his mail. But yet you come here today insisting that he was stalking, even though you now know that he was only coming to get his mail. I'm going to have to send both of you all back. She probably changed the locks because you told her you were going to leave, and the next day you did. That's why you changed them? You better say yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Both your claims are dismissed. Have a good day.
Let's go our separate ways.
I've been going. We've been going our separate ways. So it's over with. I mean, it's been over.